Hello and welcome to Foria's YouTube channel. Today we are talking all about menstrual massage, which is one of the best things ever. If you've never tried it, please stay tuned. It's a easy five-step process that you can do alone or with a partner. I am Kiana Reeves. I am your host. I am the Chief Intimacy Officer here at Foria. I'm a somatic sex educator, an intimacy, embodiment, and relationship coach, and I've been a doula for 2 decades. So we're going to dive in to this amazing thing that you can offer yourself or your partner, especially wonderful if you get really bad menstrual cramps, period cramps, achy. If it's a hard time of the month, this is so nourishing. So before you start any kind of massage, you obviously want to set the stage, set the bed up, set the couch up, make it nice, make it cozy, make it a place where you can actually rest. And you'll also want some kind of special oil or salve. We always recommend Foria's Relief Salve. It's meant and designed to support menstrual discomfort. You apply it topically to the abdomen, and it is full of botanical extracts that are really wonderful for discomfort. So if that's something you experience, grab yourself a bottle at our website. You can do this massage today, and then you can try it again once your Relief Salve arrives, and it'll be probably 10 times better massage. But even just hands alone is a really wonderful gift. So these 5 different hand techniques are always up for adjustment based on the receiving partner. And so you always want to check in if you're doing this in a partnered experience, a partnered menstrual massage. The person giving the massage, you'll just want to check in and say, hey, how does that feel? Do you want me to adjust anything with each new hand hold? There's 5 total. If you're doing this with yourself, you obviously have that rapport with your body. You could just listen. What might I need to adjust? The first hand hold is a hip hold. So you'll want to warm your hands up. You can get your Relief Salve if you have it. Warm your hands up, bring some of that kinetic warmth. And then you drape the palm, center of the palm over the hip bones. So if you're laying down, you're doing this on yourself, you're draping the center of your palms this way. And then if you're doing this on a partner, you'll be facing their hips, sitting between their legs, and you would do it like this. Either way, the hip bones are right in the center of the palm. And this is incredibly comforting. I had a practice for many years where I worked hands-on in the pelvic space. And this hip hug with the hands is one of the most nourishing, healing, and can be quite emotional. So if something comes up, if it feels tender, if you feel like a big relief when it happens, it's really normal. So you could stay with that hip hold as long as you like. You don't have to press hard. You don't have to do anything. Sometimes it's just that loving attention and attunement that actually allows us to relax and our body to soften. Stay with that hip hold as long as you want. If you're ready to move to the next hand position, you would move just slightly in so that the edges of the outside of your hands are just inside the hip bones. And this, you'll place your hands right over the ovaries. So if you're doing this for a partner and you're sitting between their legs, your hands would be kind of faced out like this, sitting over their ovaries. And if you're doing this on yourself, it's just reversed. Your hands come like this because you're doing it on your body. So you have a reverse position. Either way, the whole warmth, palm and fingers of the hands are sitting over and holding the ovaries, and you can just breathe into the hands as you hold them. Very comforting, very nourishing to have that kind of warmth and loving touch. Once you complete that hold, could be 3 minutes, could be 15 minutes. You'll know, your body will be like, okay, next. And you can bring one hand from the top of your finger to the bottom of your palm. And let's say that this is the pubic bone. You'll want to cup the pubic bone, and you'll place the bottom of the hand over the vulva. This is for the partnered view. This part of the hand would be over the front of the vulva, the fingers just wrapping the pubic bone. And if you're doing this on yourself, it comes from this direction, but it's the same. Hold the palms on the pubic bone. Fingers are over the vulva. And you can just kind of hug the vulva and the pubic bone with your hand. Either direction's fine. And this hug creates a nice compression, especially if you get kind of achy in the labia during your period. This is really, really, really feels good. Stay here as long as you want. And if you're ready for the next position, you can keep one hand cupped over the vulva and the other in a clockwise motion. Begin to lightly rub the abdomen in circles. This stimulates the digestive tract. This brings a lot of warmth, a lot of comfort, a lot of ease to areas that can get kind of achy and tense and inflamed during your period. So if you get bloated, if you get cramps, this is so soothing. One hand on the vulva, creating that pressure, that gentle containment. The second hand, gentle clockwise motion on the abdomen. Do that as long as you want. And then the last hand hold here is doing sweeping down from the belly button down towards the pubic bone. So if you're with a partner, this is what it would look like. And if you're doing this on yourself, you're kind of doing that sweeping away from yourself. Either way, doesn't matter. You're just sweeping the energy down from the belly button down towards the pubic bone. And then when you're complete, this massage could take 10 minutes, might take an hour. Any which way, it feels so good. You can bring your hands back to resting and breathe together, breathe with yourself. Bring the massage to a close, and then you can lay a heating pad on if that feels good and just allow yourself or your partner to rest. If you learned something, if you liked these techniques, if you like doing hands-on somatic practices around intimacy and sexuality, we love to provide that education for you. And so you can like, you can share, you can follow Foria here on YouTube, and you can also find us on other socials. Thanks so much and hope you enjoyed.